Hey guys, how's it going? So first of all, sorry if the lighting's kind of weird. I'm filming at night, so I have extra lamps on. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but that's okay. I just really didn't want to wait till morning because I'm so excited. As you probably saw from the title, I'm unboxing my manuscript. This is my Camp NaNoWriMo project from last April. For those of you who don't know, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. It's a writing challenge that happens every November where you have to try to write 50,000 words of a novel in the month of November. And Camp NaNoWriMo is like a mini event. It's every April and July, but you can set your own goal. I usually do 30,000. And this was the project that I finished in April. So now I get to edit it and turn it into a hopefully decent story. It obviously still needs a ton of work. There's so much I have to do to it. I'll talk more about the book in a second and explain my editing process. But first, let's talk about the package so I can open it. What I did is I went to the Staples website, I uploaded my manuscript, my first draft, and I got them to print it out for me, bind it, and ship it to me. It was supposed to take between 5 to 7 days by the time I placed the order, they process it, make it, ship it to me. It took less than 24 hours. I placed the order Tuesday at around noon. It showed up Wednesday at 10 a.m. I was so excited. I know a lot of other places do this as well. I know UPS does it, and it's slightly cheaper than Staples, but UPS is pickup only. Staples was the only one that would ship it to me, which doesn't make sense to me because UPS is a delivery company, but they didn't have an option for them to deliver it. And UPS is actually the one that delivered this one to me. So I don't know, maybe it was just an option that I couldn't find, but I thought that was really weird. So all you do is you just upload your document and then you go through the options and pick exactly what you want. Pricing depends on the options you pick and how big your document is. You can choose black and white, color, or there was one, I think it was extreme premium black or something like that. There was different paper options as well. There was different qualities, weights, colors, all of that stuff. And they had different binding options. They had black coil, they had clear coil, they had that plasticky one that looks like a bunch of like clips. There was even folding options if you wanted to do like a pamphlet or something like that. So there's so much stuff you can do. It was really, really cool. For mine, I have it written down here. 112 pages printed in black and white on just standard white paper was $12.32. The coil binding was $5. I paid an extra $5 for the shipping. So the total plus tax came to $25.66. So now that all that's out of the way, time to open it. All right, get scissors, get my package. Let's do this. Aha! Okay. Ta-da! Paper, handy to have. My receipt, good. Ooh. It's in a bag. Woo! Oh, yeah. This is so neat. This is so cool. This is so cool. I like that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Nice. This is so neat. Isn't that cool? Also, it's so much thicker than I expected it to be. Ah! This is impressive looking, am I right? Ah. Here it is. That is a working title, by the way. I know it sounds stupid, it's okay. So, quick synopsis. Basically in my story, every kid is assigned a monster under their bed and an imaginary best friend. And one night, this little boy gets attacked by a different monster, not the one assigned to him, and then his monster that's assigned to him and his imaginary friend go on a hunt to find out who it was and catch him. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I still need to expand the world a little bit, tweak a few things, flesh out my subplot, fill in some placeholders, but I'm ready to jump in. So what I did is I printed out my entire first draft, double spaced and single sided. That leaves room for me to write little notes in between the lines, make little corrections here and there, and any longer notes I can write on the opposite page beside it. Then at the end I have a few blank pages if there's any really long notes I have to write out or anything that I think after I'm done rereading it. So I have a page here of things that I want to keep in mind while I'm rereading it and editing it. And it's like, was the opening compelling? At what point did you start to get bored? Did you love your main character? Was the setting vivid enough without being too wordy? Did your plot make sense? Was the ending satisfying? These are just things that I want to be keeping in mind while I'm going over it. I also have my original outline just in case I need it, and my brief character list so that it's right handy if I ever need to double check something, make sure everything's nice and consistent. And I have a list of changes I want to make that I thought of while I was writing it, but I didn't want to stop what I was doing to make the changes, so I just made a little note of it, of either just things that didn't make sense, potential plot holes, ideas I came up with after the fact, things like that. So the first thing, I'm just going to reread the whole thing with the questions I have just in my mind, and then I'm going to go and read it again, and this time make any necessary changes. Additions, cuts, miscellaneous changes. I'm not going to worry about line edits right now, so spelling and grammar, because if I rewrite a section, all that's going to go away anyways. Right now I'm just going to make sure the story is good. I'm going to use pencil for story issues, plot, inconsistencies, stuff like that. I'm going to use blue pen for anything related to characters, and red pen is going to be for setting, tone, atmosphere, stuff like that. So I'm going to mark it all up, and then I'm going to retype it all out, reprint it, and repeat until I have a presentable novel. Until then, it's just so exciting to be holding my physical story, even though this is nowhere near the finished copy. Seeing it's just really, really neat, and I'm really excited. I'm probably not going to really start editing until after November, because writing 50,000 words in a month on top of editing another story just sounds overwhelming. I'll have it just in case I need a break from my NaNoWriMo novel, but I'm not going to fully jump into revisions until I'm done with that. And speaking of NaNoWriMo, I have a couple of videos planned that I would like to do throughout the month of November. I have a nano prep video I'm probably going to make either next weekend or the weekend after, so keep your eyes out for that, and until then, have a great day, bye!